Alright, let's get started. Good day, everyone. I'll be continuing the work that I did last evening. Today is a free day over here in Netherlands, so that means that I do not have to go to work and I can spend a little bit of time live streaming and working on this model. So yeah, I'm gonna put a quick notification message out there, because else, you know, I kind of get irritated when Restream says, well, ready to display chat messages for a long while. Alright. So I had some music. I'm trying to get a good mix of it that doesn't overlap my microphone too much, but if you hear any audio problems, let me know. It was always a little bit of a dynamic setup. So let's have a look. Yesterday we continued on the, well, actually we made the entire overlay on the bottom part of the body and the tail. I think I'm gonna very quickly check the last bit here, because I'm seeing it's a little bit undefined. So let's do that first. I'm working on in the new ZBrush 2013 or 2018 actually, not 13. Wow, that would be very old. I say 2013 because the model is from 2013. Let's see, I'm seeing a couple. Oh, that's really neat. What's dynamic mode? I'm seeing a lot of activate sculptress mode. What is that? I mean, it changes the cursor, but... Alright, sculptress was the... yeah, that stuff. The thing that allows you to have more polygons in a certain area. I don't know if I want that though, right now. For this model, I'm not sure. Let's not go overboard with it. So yeah, ZBrush 2018. I have no clue what it is going to be able to do for me. So I will have to look into that later at some point. I just hope it hasn't really changed too much from, you know, the original, the ZBrush version that I used yesterday. ZBrush for R8. Alright, I see why I'm having a bit of trouble here. Because it has the standard brush, so I need to get my hotkeys sorted again. Dimming standards. Okay, do we have trim smooth? No. Trim Spoon goes to 4, and then I want Planer on 5, and on 6 I had, it's on the tip of my tongue, I have Clay Buildup, I have Move Topology, I have Damien Standard, I have the Trim Smooth Brush, I have a Crumple, that's the one. Crumple goes to 6. Here we go. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. No 6. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. I find that the Clay Buildup tool is a much better tool than standard, because for some reason it gives me a little bit more of a realistic line. I mean, mileage just vary, but that's how I experience it. Okay, and I want it to, there we go. You can tell that this is the actual tail end of the live stream yesterday, because these shaves are not as good. Of course. Sorry. The question here is, am I going to be needing a clear defined area there? That's a little bit of a question. Okay, let's see here. I'm hearing some things, but I don't think it's actually something. Maybe it's part of the music. Could it be part of music? I don't know. Oh no, no, I see. It's a chat screen. Yeah, it's really nice because it's not as warm today. as it was the last part of the week, yeah, the previous days. So I am in a really, really good mood. Also, I had a look at how to actually get the transpose going on. You know, because the creature now is kind of in a, well, what I would dub for it, a T-pose or an A-pose. Just a general, easy, modeling symmetry pose. But eventually I want to actually move it, and I think I'll be able to do that today. It's, at least Divinia made it appear quite easy to do. So I hope it's gonna hold true to that. I mean, not that eventually I'm gonna have to spend hours, because to be honest, I am driving to see if I can wrap up this model today with a little bit of luck, and if not, if I have time, I'll be streaming again on Saturday. I do intend to pick that back up, because that used to be the second day that I streamed. So if I can move to picking that back up again, it was kind of optional, but I do want it to be included in the habit. Then I can, you know, continue it and finish it then, because there's not a lot of stuff that still needs to be done on this one. Because it's you know, it's an older model, so I don't really intend to spend a lot of time on it, and I've been spending quite as much time on it now. It's been fun and it's been good, but at some point you need to finish the work. So something we talked about yesterday when I live streamed with This Guy's Drawing, that eventually you do need to actually ship your work, even if it's not finished according to your standards, because things are hardly ever going to be finished according to your standards. If you're a person that, you know, is perfectionistic, yeah, good luck. Just ship that. And I am perfectionistic. I mean, I want to cross all the the T's, or, you know, whatever. Dotting all the I's, which ensures that eventually none of my work is gonna be completed if I keep that up. Alright. I'm just defining the tendrils here for a little bit more detailing, and then, I mean, polypaint is going to be doing a lot on it as well in a second. At some point I also need to start considering the coloring that the growth is going to have. And I'm not entirely out on that yet. That's going to be rather interesting. I wonder if ZBrush 2018 is backwards compatible with 4R8. I mean, I don't really expect it to, or expect myself to go back. Right, I had to close the window for a second because of noisy people being noisy. I'm seeing a little bit of gunk over there. It's not really a problem, I just don't want it there. Now, I do think that this area could do with some stuff as well. Or because it's, you know, it's all on the back body, but and a bit on the upper back, and then it suddenly just stops, which doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'm gonna, you know, do the same thing as before. I'm just gonna squish the body parts so they align with the parts I'm gonna project it to. And I make sure to actually give it a generous overlap, because you don't want to say, well, I only want things here. Like, I can draw that. So I don't make it because I'm only likely gonna be doing it only on the stuff that I masked out now, that area. But I still make sure to have all the unmasked sections there. So if I start drawing and the flow demands that, you know, it's cool if a tendril goes out a little bit further, then it's not a problem. It can just go there. So my system can definitely handle that. So it can just say, well, give me a lot of extra canvas to work with. And the system is asking me every time I do this if I want to, you know, take the poly paint information, because the body is poly painted. Do I want to take that information along? But I don't, because it's going to be re-poly painted, and if it becomes the same manner of brown, then it's just going to disappear on me. So I was going to go to Dynamesh. Okay. And now you can see it has some data. And I smooth it out because it was really choppy. And by smoothing it out, it becomes less, obviously. And it redefines the amount of polygons that I got extra when I upped the Dynamesh resolution here. Okay, so we go to clay buildup, and now we're gonna have a challenge, because you can see that the mesh here is way smaller than. See, that's a size 8, and this the area here is a size 18. So I'm not really sure how I'm gonna deal with that at the moment. Now again, I am working on the outlining of the ridges of the body to give it that recognizable growth feeling, like it's respecting the body. And in this area, I'm gonna ensure that I keep the draw size 8, and then I'm gonna over here work with 14, and then I'm gonna move it back up to 18, so we get this overlap, this natural gradient. kind of lost a little bit of my style here, I guess. So it's a little bit of warming up. But without actually warming up. So I need to keep in mind these chambers that are naturally forming, and then I need to fill them up by using the smooth tool. And for this part I've removed the symmetry option. Because you can do everything symmetrized in a symmetry fashion, but you have to make sure that where the lines meet, you start doing something entirely different. Because else what you're gonna get is a very obvious pattern. And patterns get recognized really, really easily. And you absolutely don't want that. Alright, now I'm gonna remove the words here. Which allows me to have a look on how if this is okay. It doesn't have to be a lot of detail in here because the shoulder area is very detailed. You don't want to overdo it. I should have added symmetry to that. That is my bad. But it's okay. I'm not entirely sure if I want to keep the green that is now on the front of the body. I mean, it does fit with the rest of the structure, but I kind of want to avoid. Well, maybe? I don't know. Do I want to avoid them having a, you know, very intricate patterning? Not sure actually. So I'm opting to make this a plate. There we go. And here I'm gonna be doing the same, but I'm gonna be giving it a little bit of a softened pattern. by using the smooth tool after I lock down the new positions of the vertices. I can use the smooth to fill up the rest of the holes that are in there. Because, you know, smooth wants everything to be, well, smooth, so. Do a little bit of an abuse here of what it wants to be. And they kind of have the same shape, but it's a different layout inside of it. I am getting the feeling that the colorization, the coloring should be, or might be kind of regal. As in, the creature itself would be quite bland, but it adorns itself with really pretty growths. I think it would make sense that there is no growth on the ridges in front, because, you know, that's kind of the shuffle marking, so like he wouldn't have growth on the underside of its feet either. Yeah, that stuff needs to go. Okay. Yeah, this works quite well. It meshes everything together. Yeah, it's good. Alright, so I was going to work on the horns. Let's see, that was a... I need these. Not on the. Move tool, I need it on the topology tool. I'm concentrating for a little bit here. Because my experience with this stuff is that if polygons start creeping up too much, you're gonna get problems. As in if you let ZBrush handle it. Okay, now my most wondrous favorite tool. The pinch tool. I really like this one because it allows me to create those accentuated edges. Really kind of define the shape, and they can easily, you know, guide someone's eye across structure. Alright, that's one set. The chat doesn't work? I thought so. Good that it works now. It would be pretty sour if it didn't work. I think you're good to go now. So try sending the messages you wanted to send earlier again. Because you're also not. I know I don't see any messages that didn't come through on the backlog. So I would say try again. I do not use the Sculptress tool on this one. This is all Dynamesh and the clay build-up tool. Because I just installed the new ZBrush today. So I am not entirely used to it yet. I kinda, you know, don't wanna mess around too much with a tool I'm not familiar with, but I did try it briefly. But I did hear a lot of good things about Sculptress. See, so you can see that it. Now I'm cheating a little bit by using the crumple tool to quickly get to that point where you have horn-like shapes. Maybe I can use the pinch tool for the other part. It is a risk, but that seems to work. Cool. But yeah, there are a lot of new features in the 2018 version of ZBrush. But yeah, since I installed it just today, I will need to spend a little bit of time to figure it out. It's kind of exciting though, because you know you get to try out a new feature. So I need to think of something that I'm gonna be making after this. If you have any thoughts, let me know. So I'm not entirely out on that one yet. So because I mentioned earlier when I just started the stream that I do intend to finish this one either today or upcoming Saturday, if I can stream them. Because if you use Sculptress, then Dynamesh is going to, if you apply that one, it's going to eat up right onto your divisions or the Sculptress editions that you made. So you cannot use Dynamesh with Sculptress, I predict. Alright. I mean, it makes sense that once you start using Sculptress, you don't need Dynamesh as much. Does CV Mesh, you know, honor the additions you made? As in, if one part is way more detailed than something else, does it distribute according to that, or does it? Does just say, well, this is all gonna be the same amount of polys now? All right. Well, that's good to know. So I think I should add it to the next model. Yeah, usually having long triangles isn't good anyway. So you're gonna end up having them smoothed out eventually. Okay. Caterpillar, here goes. A detail slider. I mean, does it have a tool here? Or the intensity? Is that a detail slider? Wait, what? Huh. Well, I don't like that. Let me, can I, can I reprimand my bot here? Mod tools. Link protection. Yeah, that's weird. Permit. Let me fix that. Didn't even know that was on. Permit. Oh, remove that one. There we go. Okay, it should not do that anymore. Sorry. Can I unban this? Yeah, I don't see anything with links in there. But anyway, I turning that off, so that should be okay now. There we go. Apologies for my bot being overly enthusiastic. Oh wait, I see it. You typed a.ka, so it actually thought that was a link. That's really stupid. I mean, it's stupid. Also kind of hilarious, but it's stupid. Anyway, I removed that one. No, it's not for a game. It's just, you know, regular art. I eventually thought of this creature design, and then years back when I first started using ZBrush, I brushed it in order to help me get to know the program. And now I am, you know, a few years along, and I've learned some more stuff. So I'm revisiting it. So to update it with the new experience that I have now. So let's see. This is the model now, and this is the old one. So as you can see, I didn't change a lot of the model. I did update the face a little bit, the jaw, to make it better. Let's see. So the jaw is updated. Yeah, it doesn't really have a good image of it. But so this is the updated version, and I'm adding more detailed meshes to it. To give him an overall better look. And the concept is that it is, I don't know, an alien creature, and it propagates, you know, fungus growths, and it helps insects and stuff like that. So ecologically speaking, it's, you know, creating these symbiotic relationships with small creatures. That's a little bit of the idea behind it. Yes, it's a shroom lizard. That's the short version of it. As evidence with the plates on the shoulder and the, you know, the little culture over here, and you know, the these ones on the side. Yeah, that's the thing I should not be forgetting. So it's not really, you know, something for use in anything. It's more like an interesting concept. It's being sculpted. I kind of don't want to. Um, I want to isolate this object, but I don't really want to go through the entire making all the subtools visible and invisible, because I spent some time yesterday on naming everything, and then the program crashed, and then of course, well, you end up with zilch, because that's what the autosave couldn't save for me. But oh well. I guess it's good in a certain way, because else I'm just gonna be making changes and then realizing later on that I was a little bit too enthusiastic with it. Right? It should be done pretty quickly. I mean, I still want to bring back the, you know, the butterfly pods that are hanging from its horns. I really like those. They kind of finish the overall concept. Right. Okay. Gonna move that a little bit straighter. I mean, in theory, I could try. No. I don't like that. But those are the horns. So that's another task done. You can see it has a little caterpillar on the top. Moving back, so these need to be updated. So I'm gonna find some reference. How are those things called anyway? Caterpillar, butterfly. I don't know what they're called. Those. Alright. Cocoons, right? Do they all make the same type of cocoon, or do they also... I don't want see-through. I'm not gonna bother with that. Is it an actual one, or is it a... Oh, chrysalis. Wait, no, that's... That's really interesting. This one is really, really neat. I mean, I'm trying to... make a little bit more of an effort to research this. Because I don't believe they all have the same type of housing. See, these are different. Not a lot, but it's so cute. I can't believe these are real. Okay, I think I'm gonna take this one as a base. Yep, that's gonna be it. I want to try and use Spotlight for it, but it's been a while, so I'm not really sure if I still know how to. Let me look up what the spotlights are. Spotlight ZBrush. Let's see, spotlight dial. Da-da-da. Okay, so I have this start. I add this to. Okay, so I have this, and then I want to. Yeah, that works. Kind of the same thing that I wanted. Of course you can. Let me just give me a second. To remove some functions, some old shapes. Because I haven't been very active in deleting stuff. Well, the question is how I'm gonna remove the thing now. The image plane. That's a... a worry for later. Control N? Alright. Oh, thank you, that's so helpful. So really slightly panicking over here. No, that's that, that's that. And now, of course you're gonna be... here it is. You're gonna be thinking to yourself, well, why didn't she... there we go. Remove the, or at least remove either old subtools or rename them. Well, I did, but then ZBrush crashed and then, well, all my renaming efforts were gone. But this is the model. And as Race Piece Day eloquently described, it's a shroom lizard. So what I'm doing now is I will be making the butterfly pods that were situated on the horns. I'm going to remake those. And then I can start going into the transpose phase, I think. Or the polypaint phase. Depends a little bit. I paint in ZBrush. I do know about the other programs, but I haven't been able to check those out yet. I don't know, ZBrush kinda works pretty well, at least well enough. So I'm gonna move all of this stuff up there. And it's really easy because eventually you can unwrap your model and then transfer the poly paint to it. I don't think it actually heats that up. Yeah, that's true. You do need a good computer to be able to do that. Yeah, it costs a lot of resources. Okay, so at this point I'm probably gonna make a file and gonna remove all this trash. Anything that is not like the old armor, that is gonna go. Because I'm ending up with all these duplicates. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if 3D Code has PBR. I know, like I said, I haven't used it. Or the Quixel software, the 3DO. I believe it's 3DO. I mean, I hear a lot of stories about that one too. Yeah, I bet it's probably also quite costly. Alright, better. Okay, so anything below this is active and anything above it is not. Cool. Substance, that's the one. Okay, so yeah, that's substance really used everywhere. Which unfortunately I also haven't used yet. Tried it. It's one of those things where I believe you can get a trial and then you kind of want to have a a good model ready that you really want to use it on, so you can make the most out of your trial. At least that's my thought of it. Okay. Okay, so it does have an isolate select mode. You learn something new every day. Alright, I should look into that. It's maybe it's time for me to actually try it. Well, unwrapping through ZBrush is really easy, right? I mean, that's UV Master is great for that. At least from my experience. Right. That's obvious number one. Yeah, better. Wait, I was putting a little bit more around us there. Now we're gonna give it that little indent here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so these are good basic shapes. For the new pots. I'm seeing it's approaching 3 o'clock. I was going to stream till 3 because it's a it's a holiday. I also wouldn't be streaming today, which also means that there is a less amount of time that I have before the shops close. Still need to do some groceries, which is like very adult to do, but try and enjoy the day without food. It's a pretty sure way to have a really bad day very quickly. And after that I'll be playing God of War. But no fear, because I'll definitely be doing my best to get back in that rhythm of streaming on Saturday. Which is something I haven't been able to do recently. Because I was busy working on some other stuff. So we'll be finishing up this, and then I'll be parking the poly painting of the new meshes and stuff like that for Saturday. And then the remaining things that need to be done in this model will be just that, the actual poly painting, and then the sculpting. I feel that Smootle was suddenly lacking in functionality. Maybe it's telling me not to stop. Or maybe it's telling me it's time to stop, I don't know. I'm noodling a little bit. Spending too much time on a certain detail that isn't really worth spending a lot of time on. That's what noodling effectively is. It's like, oh, I gotta get this really tiny miniature part of the model or drawing just right. I need to get this line perfect. And then you zoom out on the total image. It takes up just a few pixels. There we go. Right. Gonna make a little stalk on the top there. There we go. So. Let's see, where is the old stuff? Yeah, there you are. Oh yeah. Get a blue pot. I'm missing a horn. There we go. Also missing a caterpillar. That one. Oh yeah, it grouped itself. I need to figure out how to undo that. Alright. Duplicate. Upscale. Duplicate again. Alright. That's it. I mean, the pots are all the same, but honestly, I do not care. It's okay. I also like they create such a little bit of an arc, and they accentuate the shape this way, so they run from the lower horn, make everything a little bit more easy to look at. Alright, so I am seeing something that should not be there. There you are. There we go, better. Right. So I'm gonna count the modeling phase complete. Next stream I'll be working on the body painting, and then transposing the model so it flows according to the original design, which was this line. So a bit of a pose like that. So it has a little bit more of a dynamic feel to itself. I mean, this was the original thing that I posted in, which I might just be able to get back in there, but then with all the other subtitles following it. Okay, but for now, for today, I'm gonna stop the stream and call it a day for today. Gonna be having some lunch, and then gonna be playing God of War. So you can see the next date on the screen right now. It's Saturday, the 12th. I'm gonna be starting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Amsterdam time. So that's Paris as well. So you know which slice of the world that is. Thank you for watching, and thank you for coming in and hanging out. I hope you enjoyed watching the stream, and maybe you can hang out again either Saturday. Wednesday evening is the standard streaming day and time, which is 8 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening, not afternoon, 8 o'clock in the evening. So yeah, you can definitely always catch me streaming then. For the rest, I wish you a very good day, and yeah, hope to see you again. Have a great, it's not a weekend, which is really weird. Usually I say have a great weekend, but have a great week and weekend in that case. Bye bye.